Hi, thank you for giving me time again. In this session, I am talking about you, about your work, and how you can you would be viewed by everybody, the candidate, the recruiter, and even as a promoter, and what you need to do at your home, what sort of work habits you need to have. These are two things I'll be covering today in this uh, So, as a RWA, remote working associate, working for Magna, for the recruitment or research or a survey projects, who are you? Obvious question. Since you'll be making phone calls, are you a telesales girls? No, you are not in a telesales. You are in recruitment, and the work which you'll be doing is normally done by a recruiter, a consultant, a sometimes senior consultant, sometimes associate consultants. So you are not a telesales agent who's just making phone call blindly. Having said that, on the telephone, when you make a phone call to anybody, that person does not realize who you are, cannot see you. And on top of it, lot of our recruitment consultants, so-called recruitment consultants, lower-end placement agents, bulk hiring people, people with no systems, people with no processes, or they made phone calls. There's no training given to them. So the lady or the person who makes phone calls just starts talking and giving that. Now, if you get labeled with that, you're going to have a problem because they have a very simple way of doing the thing. Say, this is the company, this is the role, just talk it, and just in 2 minutes they get the thing done. It's not what you're going to do. So, hence, you're starting the opening statement itself has to be so differentiated that other person views you, especially not as a telesales girls, not as a junior recruiter. This is what we'll be training you later. So very important who you are. Now coming back to the subject of who you are and what work you're going to do is very, very, very important for anybody. First of all, the recruitment itself. I've been in this industry for last 35 years. Now that 35 years, what I feel my industry, what is my industry is very noble industry. In fact, it is more noble than a medical doctor, also the medicine industry. And let me explain you why. Because anytime, even as a RWA, when you're making a phone calls, in your hand, in your notebook, in your laptop, what you carry, you have a job description. And you are telling this person, are you interested in this? And this will give you higher salary, better opportunity. Maybe the company would be better. You are an angel who is touching that person's life and bringing him an information, opportunity to grow. And your call itself is a source of happiness when somebody being asked for a job. And that's why I wrote some time back a quote. Blessed are those touched by a recruiter, because there's a world of a difference between being asked for a job and asking for a job. So you're making a difference. And when I said it is a better, it is a more even more noble profession as compared to medical profession. Very simple. A doctor still give you bitter tablets. We don't. We are people like, we talk to them nicely, we handle them nicely, we don't take money from them, we bring happiness in their life, we bring growth in their life. We are that part of the God's angels who brings anytime, even in my wake up, somebody asks you, Mr. Marwa, and I'll give him some opportunity. That's give him the happiness. That's give him hope to do more. And once you shortlist, you talk somebody, he gets a certification from you that is worth. But imagine if a person's looking for a job, even the best person in the world, when he's looking for a job, when he's sourcing, when he's searching for a job, you are the protector of his ego and self-respect. You are the one. Hence, be clear, you're not doing any ordinary work. You're doing a work which is bringing happiness to the people, and you should be proud of this fact. And if you can develop this passion, you will grow within recruitment. Now, coming to the next, this is how you need to view yourself. Next is your next part of going to the candidates. How should a candidate view? A candidate should view as an educated, intellectually strong person, and person with a high ethics, a person belonging to a company with a high ethics. At that given time, when you make phone calls, it is you whom that candidate would be interacting with. They'll see Magna through your eyes, through your voice. Hence, it's important that whatever languages, script we give to you, you follow that. That is what is going to make you different as compared to so many ordinary recruiters and telecalls sales girls. If you are done even 50% what it is required to be done, your respect from the candidate, attention from the candidate is granted. So candidate must view you as a friend, as a person who is helping, who's bringing information, not the one who's chasing you. Okay? Not the sales girl. Hence, your opening dialogue, your tone, the way you deliver the dialogue, we will give you something, but you need to practice a little bit. It is not very difficult. Every one of us it makes very easily. And that's what the candidate. And of course, your role some of time as a RW does not require you to keep on interacting. So that's where our system or ethics comes into picture, where you clearly gives the information to the candidate that I am working for so-and-so consultant, because you would be knowing the name, and the next part would be done by that, I am not the right one. And similarly, we will explain you. So we will give you all these things to get that respect in the eyes of the candidate, to get that attention in the eyes of the candidate. That is what is more. So candidate must view you as somebody is going to help. Okay, at God sent person, not as somebody's unwanted. For that, certain etiquettes, certain practices are needed. We would be teaching you. I'm sorry, not teaching you. We'll be telling you, and you need to practice you. How does a recruiter, the consultant from our side, views you? You are his force multiplier. The time he takes to chase the candidate to get the things done, you are taking it over them. And the quality of work done by you saves a hell lot of time for the recruiter, for that consultant. This exercise, which is task which is done by you of confirming interest or finding information, anything which you given to you, would have taken recruiter's time. And recruiter views you as an integral part of his or her rather, because you multiply his income or her income. The recruiter's income gets multiplied. If he has 1 or 2, 3 strong RWAs, Recruiter can multiply its income by 2 times, 3 times. Recruiter does spend time, because the moment you have taken the confirmation, you have found the information, recruiter steps into the candidate, and thus from there it takes the repo and carry on, builds his own. Recruiter looks you as a person on whom recruiter's life depends. Is your punctuality, your commitment, your speed, and your quality which gives recruiter the value, which gives higher productivity. Hence, recruiter views you as a part of it. And recruiter also views you as somebody who can be developed as his assistant, because everybody in his life is looking for a progress. So that's how they will grow, by managing the people, etc. So recruiter must view you as somebody whose words he can trust, she can trust. So hence, whatever you put it on that in your reports, in your information, has to be accurate. You need not to, because sooner or later, once he talks to the candidate, if there is an information which the candidate has given is X and you put Y, or you forgot to take the information and the recruiter later on find out that was fudged information, that will demean your value in the eyes of a recruiter and our business. And this business specifically is a very much rated business, in that reviews are there. Once the person decided, no, recruiter must say, I want to go to this RW only. Please give my work to this only. He must fight for you. That's your views for the recruiter. That's how the recruiter views. Now, how do I see it? As a promoter, I see my arms has gone longer. I see I'm spread out. Like the recruiter is getting multiplied, you're also. My passions is slightly, apart from money you earn, apart from business you do, is something gives me a satisfaction that I have been able to generate productivity in a redundant source. I has been saying that in my life I have seen women earning from home. I have developed large number of people like that. So promoter see you, I see you a part of my earning process, my passion. And if you do that, we would like to recognize you for those who are doing well, those who grow. We have a relationship going with the ladies working from home, which goes for years together. My commitment is to ensure that whatever money earned by you for doing the things, once the bills are approved, they should be paid you in time. You don't need to make a phone call for your bills and payments. That's our responsibility. However, for quality of the work is the one which you need to satisfy the recruiters. And please understand, recruiters keeps on changing for you sometime. And it's not one-to-one always a relationship. So your reviews are very important. To me, you are part of the revolution which we are trying to create, making sure people working from home and giving you the work, and if they succeed, it's a part of success story. So my success depends on your success. I want you to be successful so that I am successful, so that Magna is successful, so that my recruiters are successful, so that my customers are successful. So this is how we see you in this thing.